Hey guys, Tim, some more The Golf Club 2. This video is going to be different in the respect that I'm not actually going to be playing any golf on this video. So if you've tuned in either on Twitch or on YouTube to actually watch me play some rounds of golf, that's not what I'm going to be doing on this particular video. So I hope you're not expecting to see some golf. What I'm going to be doing today is something that I would have expected HB Studios to do when they released the game, and that was to explain the societies aspect of the game. And the reason this video has come about is that I've been doing some videos for YouTube and also for Twitch, streaming live on Twitch, and somebody in my comments on YouTube said, can you explain to me what societies are and how they work? So I thought there's no better place to actually do that than to stream it live on Twitch and pop this video on YouTube. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through societies today and trying to explain it the best way I possibly can. Now, since the patch, they've actually updated this online menu here, or this main menu. This used to be called Offline Society and this used to be called Online Society. They've actually changed them now, but effectively they are still the same thing. So your career is your offline society, and this is effectively if you were to start your own golf country club. So if we go into the career here, you'll see that I have actually set mine up. And what you can do in your own society is you can level your society up. You start at level 1 for your society, and through playing rounds of golf, either in the society or just normal rounds of golf in the Golf Club 2, you earn coins. And by earning the coins, what you can do with those coins is one of two things. You can either change your, one of three things. You can either change your golfer's appearance through the clothes, or you can change your golfer's equipment through the clubs, or you can use the money to upgrade or level up your society. So as I say, you start at level 1 and then you max it out at level 10. And effectively all it is it's a place that you set up your offline play. So when you don't feel like playing online or with friends, you come here and you do your offline career. And effectively all it is a series of seasons. And if we have a look here, if I create a season from a template, a season is a number of events that you try and win against the artificial intelligence players based on your society level that you're in. So you can see at the top left hand corner, the one that I'm highlighted at the moment, season template level 1. So that means you only have to be a society level 1 to be able to access this one, and it has 5 events. So if we click on this, what it does is it shows us the Golf Club 2 opener. It shows us on the right hand side that is played at Blue Ridge Golf Club, and it is 1 round. So you play 1 round of golf and the field is 100 strong. So that field is effectively 100 AI players. Now if we go back to the main menu, I just want to show you the AI players, and mine will look slightly different. So if we use R1 and we tab across 1 to what looks like the little bar graph at the top there, and we press member list, you'll see that we have the AI players. Now I have actually taken the time to go through and replace all of the AI players with real PGA players. And the real PGA players that are in here are, when you first start off, you have 20 pages with 10 each in level 1. So that gives you 200 players. So I took from the official World Golf Rankings the first 199 plus myself and put them into the member list. You start off with the worst, so that's 199 is M. Pavon with a handicap of 19.1, all the way up to the guy that is number 1 in the world ranking, and he would be Dustin Johnson in this case, and he would have the best handicap. The higher you go in levels of society, the more people you have to add in. So what I would recommend is, before you go through the process of doing what I've done, level your society all the way up to level 10 and then put all of your people in one go. And you just put in 300 names and then it will never change. When you then come back and create a season, so let's go back to, not the main menu, let's go back to this one here, create a season from a template. As I said, depending on the society level you've got, so you can see level 2 has 10 events, Level 3 has 15 events, and so on and so forth, until you get all the way up to, there we go, level 10, which is 52 events. And if we have a look at these are templated events. So you can see here the Golf Club 2 opener, Highlands Rise, has got 2 rounds of golf. Jimmy Jenkins Memorial, 2 rounds of golf at Blue Ridge. Tarantula Invitational, that will be at the Tarantula Golf Course. 52 events ranging from 2 rounds all the way up to 4 rounds, with fields of 100 all the way up to 200, probably even 300. The other alternative you have as well is creating your own seasons. But what you have to do with these, when you create your seasons, it will say to you, okay, what course do you want to use? So let's say we want to use Jupiter Ridge. We select Jupiter Ridge. We then have to give that event a name. So we have to think up a name, what we want to call the event, how many rounds we want this event to run over, so 1 through to 4. So you just click on it and then you just adjust it accordingly. The event index is where you want this event to appear in your season. So number 1 will be event number 1, and then you can format the settings. So you can say this is a regular event or a major event. You have to have 10 regular events before you can have a major event. What tees are you playing off? All right, so you can choose red, white or black for this particular one. Which rounds? Pins round 1, we want to use pins number 1, and so on and so forth. You can reverse the order, you can set it up exactly how you want. By doing this, you can select how many events you have in each of your seasons. Okay, and then you just play through the season, and then you get achievements for winning seasons and so on and so forth. It is just offline play. That's purely what it is offline play. It's an opportunity for you to spend your points or your coins that you earn. It's because what you can also do in the offline mode is you can change your clubhouse, because obviously you can see I've just got a really rubbish clubhouse here, but you can go into this and you can change your clubhouse. Once again, you use your coins to, depending on your society level and the amount of coins you've got. You can see here we are currently in this one here. This one here costs 100 coins, and you only need to be at society level 1, and you can see we've got 2 check marks in those boxes saying that we can purchase this. There is no real benefit to the clubhouse that you choose in here. So you can see this one here requires level 9 and it requires no coins at all. So I can actually buy this one because it doesn't cost any money, and I'm at level 10. So you don't really get any benefit from this particular clubhouse in the offline society. It doesn't benefit you in any way. So as I say, you can spend your money by upgrading the clubhouse. You can spend the coins you earn by leveling up your society. You can also spend your coins by leveling up your golfer. So I say leveling up your golfer. You can't level up your golfer, but you can buy additional clothing and you can buy additional clubs. And that's about all you've got in offline society. How that differs to the online society is that effectively what the online society is, it is a version of your offline society, but it is either run by yourself as the president, or it's run by somebody else in the PlayStation community. You can't join a society from a different platform. So if you're playing on the PlayStation 4, you can't join a society that has been created on the PC, and you can't join an online society that has been created on the Xbox One. So if you go into the online societies, you'll have 2 choices. You can either create your own society, which you would have, sorry, I've already created a society, so it doesn't allow me to do this, but you would have an option at the top to create your own society, or you can join a society. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to show me all the societies that are available on the PlayStation, from the PlayStation community to join. The important thing to note here is how this has been set up. So Don's Club here doesn't give us an awful lot of information. What the information it does give us is that the important information to look at when you're looking for an online society is the coins, because that is basically the second one down in the left hand column, and that tells you how many coins it costs you to join that society. And the top one on the right hand side is how many current members that society has. The one on the bottom at the right hand side is whether there is any handicap restrictions for that society. So if you're an incredibly good player and you've got a really low handicap, you may not be able to join that society, and that's to encourage people from particular handicaps to join societies that are similar handicaps to them, or that they don't allow really good players in their society, to try and encourage the people that aren't so good at the game to get a little bit better. Let's just scroll through some of these. You can see these are people that have set up their own societies, and there's not an awful lot of choice here with regards to societies with more members in. I would suggest that if you are looking for a society, look for one that's got a few members in at least. You can see here this one has got 13 members in. Our current society, which is the True North Golf Society, currently has almost 300 members in it now. I don't have any handicap restrictions in here, so we've got ranging from beginner, entry-level players all the way up to very good players. And the thing is, I don't have any handicap restrictions on the tournaments either, so it is a level playing field for everybody playing. So you're playing against really good players, and the really good players are playing against beginner players as well. So you can just search through them like that. Similarly, you can also look for societies that people have recommended to you. For example, our society here, I'm not entirely sure whether I can actually search for my own society, but let's give it a bash. So, oops, I know our society is called, that is a terrible bit of spelling, True North. I also know that somebody's created a handicap version of this. So let's have a look at, just bear with me for a second, let's have a look, see if it comes up. It's searching for it. It's doing something. So there we go, search by society name. So let's see if it actually comes up with my society. So there we go, the True North Golf Society. It has 278 members currently in there. I think the one in the bottom left is how many events we've completed. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just see if it actually gives us some more information when we click on it. It will tell us, yeah, it'll give us some information here. So I think that is 3 completed events that we currently have there. I'm not entirely sure what the top left hand one is, but let's have a quick look. Let's go back. So that's the handicap version where they've got 4 there. 2 events played, and they're not handicap restrictions to join the society, but I know the events in the society are handicapped. I'm not entirely sure what that 6 in the top left hand corner is there, but it doesn't really have any impact on the society. But you can see here that if we go back to the society main menu here, I'm actually a member of 3 societies. I run the top one, which I am the president thereof, which means that you are then responsible for setting up the seasons, much like you can do in your offline society. The only difference is that you have to select all the courses, you have to give all the events names. That might be what it is. Let me just have a quick look. Somebody has just shouted out that in the Twitch stream that might be the level of the society. It says 6 on the search, but we are society level 7, so I'm not entirely sure that might be the case. But yeah, when you're setting up your own society, you need to create all your seasons from scratch. Bear in mind you have the same restrictions as you do in the offline society. So in level 1 you can only create a 5 event season, and then as you level up your society you can create your seasons even longer. So we are coming to the end of our first season in the True North, and then I will be setting up a longer season with more events. So I made all the events in the first season last for a week. So you have a week to play all the rounds in the event, and I made them all 4 rounds. I've learnt from the first season, and in the second season we're going to be doing the minor events as 2 rounds over 2 days, and then we're going to be doing the major events over 4 days, and they're going to be 4 rounds. So you learn a little bit and you change things up. The only thing is that when you join a society, you are at the mercy of how that society is run. I did join a society early on. It only had 27 members. They ran one event and then the president did nothing. So I decided to leave that society, because you can join and leave the societies as you wish. Obviously, if you choose to pay, or you select a society that requires coins in order to join that society, you are going to spend those coins, and if you leave the society, you're not going to get those coins back. The second cut, for example, let's have a look at this. This is quite an active one as well. These guys have got well in excess of 200 members now, I think. And you can see that we have, you can look at the season schedule before you choose to join, and you can see that there is a lot going on in this society. I think there was 10 events in the first one. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this. They've already played 2, 4. They're in the 6th event of their first season. So yeah, choose wisely when you're choosing your online. The president is actually active in and is currently updating about what they're doing. So, but you know, I'm a member, the president of a level 7 society. I'm a member of another level 7 society, and also a level 4. There is also the official societies that are run by HB Studios, so feel free to join those as well. They're going to have hundreds and hundreds of members, because those are the ones where people really don't want to be looking for societies, don't want to be actively looking for societies, and they are going to be just joining those ones just for ease of use, because they're always going to be managed. So I hope for those people that needed a little bit of insight into societies, that gives you some more information. I'm just going to have a quick look at the messages on Twitch. Blind, hi, thank you very much for joining again. Sweetness 1944, good morning from across the pond. Good morning to you, Sweetness, welcome along. Matt Petulio, good afternoon. Tim, good afternoon to you. Rattlehead 85, hi Tim, hi to you too. And Sweetness, can you proportion amount of the entry fee to go to the society's bank, or in general, how does the society's bank work? Okay, I will give you some information on that, because that's very important. When you set up a society, if you're the president of a society, when you create an event, you can select an entry fee for that event. When you select an entry fee for that event, you also have to select a proportion of that entry fee that goes towards the purse. Okay, so if we go into this one here, which is my one, the way that I set up all of the events in this particular first season was with a 200 coin entry fee, and 75% of that 200 coin entry fee goes towards the purse for that particular event, and 25% goes towards the society for me to actually use. And you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen there, the current society bank is 26,693. That's not my bank, that is the society's bank. My bank is my coins at the top right hand corner, which is the 7,500 coins figure. So the bank is used by the president of the society to level up the society, and that's pretty much all we can do at the moment. The only other thing that they are talking about doing is having inter-society competitions, and we may need to use that bank money to pay an entry fee for our society to join. So that is something else that I will need to consider when that's actually introduced. The only other thing that I will mention at the moment as well, guys, that was introduced on the update that a lot of you might not know of, is if you go to your settings on your society, what you can also do is you can donate some of your own coins, which is the figure in the top right hand corner, to the society bank. Which helps the society, because you can see that in order for me to level up this particular society to level 8, I need 34,000 coins, and we're currently sitting at 26,693. So we can't level up to level 8 just yet until this particular event finishes, where the actual money that comes in, the 25% from those entry fees, comes into the society. I will get extra coins. Hopefully we get to 34,000 and I can level that up. or we rely on the kindness of the members donating to the society. All right. So I hope Sweetness 1944, that actually answers your question. Wugs, thank you for joining if you're still watching. Coastal Royalty, good afternoon, mate. Level maybe. I don't think it was the level because we are level 7 and that said level 6, so I'm not entirely sure what that is. I did get your message regarding the website. Thank you very much for that. It would be good to actually see that when it's ready. And Kieran's just joined. So unless you guys have got any other questions in the Twitch stream, I will call it a day on this particular video. As I said early on in the Twitch stream, I'm not going to be playing any golf. I was just answering a question, explaining societies for somebody that asked the question in the comments on one of my YouTube videos. I hope that was informative. I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed the video and you're watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to drop some comments in the box below, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Tim Wilson UK if you'd like to go and check it out. But I shall be back very shortly with another video. Somebody else has asked me to explain handicaps, but I'm going to try and do that while I play a round of golf. But let's see what Rattlehead85 says. Any good tips to attract members to a society? You could ask me to do it for you. So if you do have a society and you know of somebody that streams on Twitch, somebody like myself, if you have a society or you're a member of a society and you're trying to attract members, you can try and get somebody that streams on Twitch or YouTube to include it in their own stream. And you know, we can recommend a society. People are always looking for good societies, so I've got no problem recommending societies to people. Vlad the Myrtle, hi Tim, sorry missing the stream, has been busy doing a course. That's no problem, Vlad. The more courses we get in the game, the better, so keep going, my friend. And Matt, I'd suggest Reddit as a good way, Rattlehead, where Second Cut found most of ours. And I've got to be honest, I found the Second Cut Society through Matt, who is Petulio in the Twitch stream. He mentioned the Second Cut. I'm a member of the Second Cut and I'm thoroughly enjoying playing it. I've played 2 events and I've finished top 10 in both. So it's a great society. So as you can see, I'm happy to give Matt's society the Second Cut. He's not actually the president of that society, but he gave it a shout out in the Twitch stream, and I'm quite happy to do the same. So if anybody wants me to shout out a society, pop it in the comments on the Twitch stream, or on YouTube, pop it in the comments on YouTube. But until next time, guys, I hope that answers all your questions. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Tim Wilson. This has been the Golf Club 2. See you again soon. Bye now.